I raised to us question 127 of 2015 under my name. And this question is directed to the Honorable Minister for Industry, Trade and Tourism. Can the Honorable Minister inform the House what is the importance of the Department of National Trade, Measurement and Standard in ensuring consumer protection and fair competition in the market? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I invite the Honorable Faiyaz Koya to have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for allowing me to respond to the question by Honorable Ndalo. Firstly, I wish to thank the Honorable Ndalo for asking quite an important question, Madam Speaker. This question is actually very relevant to everyone, everyone including all the members in this House and the general population, as we are all consumers and we all want a fair deal and value for our money, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Fijian government has been committed to the protection of consumers and ensuring that they get a fair deal, and most importantly that there is a level playing field in the marketplace. Madam Speaker, this important commitment of the government, Fijian government, is materialized by my ministry through the Department of National Trade Measurement and Standards. Obviously this department has never really had a high profile, but it's very important to the general population. Madam Speaker, the department actually protects consumers from unsafe and poor quality products and creates favorable conditions for exchange of goods, Madam Speaker. The department, through the National and Trade Measurement Decree 1989 and the related regulations called the Trade Standards and Quality Control Decree of 1992, has the mandate to ensure consumer protection, Madam Speaker, and a fair level playing field. Madam Speaker, firstly, the department undertakes the verification and certification of all weighing and measuring instruments used for trade or commerce, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, most people do not realize the importance of this particular department and its roles in our daily lives. Measurements and standards, Madam Speaker, are a very important part of our lives. From the minute you wake up, everything is dependent on the accuracy of measurement of the machines and products we utilize to make our lives easier. In addition to these products being made according to a particular standard, Madam Speaker, for example, most people depend on an alarm clock, Madam Speaker, to wake up in the morning. Hence the alarm clock needs to be set to a local time setting. And the seconds and minute count need to be measured against internationally recognized settings. The toothpaste that you use in the morning, Madam Speaker, needs to be of a particular weight and contain the ingredients as stated on the tube. And that toothpaste is manufactured to a standard that it will serve the purpose it is for. Madam Speaker, the weight of the bread that we eat in the mornings, or any pre-packed food items, the odometer of the car, Madam Speaker, the taximeter, the service station fuel pump, the weighing machine at the airport, the breathalyzer machine, the speed radars. The most recent inclusion, Madam Speaker, is the water meter. The weight of sugar, salt, tea, rice, flour, even the number of sheets in toilet paper rolls, Madam Speaker, to name a few. Furthermore, Madam Speaker, the department, through the Trade Standards and Quality Control Office, develops and adopts national and international standards in order to raise levels of quality, Madam Speaker, safety, reliability and efficiency in the products and services we use. For example, with respect to fuel standards, Madam Speaker, it regulates the level of sulfur in the fuel. Bottled water standards to regulate the safety and quality of the bottled mineral water that we actually drink. Building materials, those standards are also looked after too, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, their role is not limited to setting standards. It is also for protection of consumers, and the department has powers to declare goods dangerous if the goods are found to cause harm and the user and this injury cannot be avoided by a safety standard. For example, selective ban on certain types of fireworks, Madam Speaker. It happens quite often. And a ban on certain brand of instant shower heaters, as it did not meet the minimum requirements, voltage requirements. Soft yo-yo balls, lead-soldered cans, Madam Speaker, cup jellies, to name a few. Madam Speaker, while through the enforcement of the laws, the department protects consumers, they also ensure fair trading by eliminating the use of short measure to obtain commercial advantage over the competitors in the marketplace, and through patent approval and certification, It eliminates also the manufacture and sale of many trade measuring standards that are not fit for purpose and would not meet internationally recognized standards. In totality, Madam Speaker, the economy benefits domestically from consumer confidence and internationally from trade reputation through a consistent and reliable system, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, furthermore, the government is able to have full collection of taxes that are based on measurement. For example, tariffs on import of fuel, tax on extraction of water are based on a measurement, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, the Department, by virtue of the powers vested by the laws, can take action against non-compliance also with the laws, and the officers can institute legal proceedings. I hope that's been informative, Madam Speaker. I thank you.
Thank you. Supplementary question, the Honourable Prem Singh.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Whilst maintaining standards is one thing, I'd like to ask the Minister, is there any standards prescribed in the importation of these machines in line with maintaining the national trade measurement policy?
Thank you. Honourable Minister.
Was the reference to water machines? Could you please repeat the question? I didn't say.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, whilst maintaining the standards is one thing, what I'm trying to ask the Minister is there any standard prescribed in the importation of these machines to ensure that we maintain the national trade measurement?
Honourable Minister.
Machines that are brought into the country, this is what the department is there for. They go through the standards that are required in order to be sufficiently capable and calculate what is necessary. So if a machine is bought in, it will obviously, yes, it's tested for a particular purpose. It is tested. For example, when we do the measurements for fuel, etc., they are properly certified and tested before they are put to use.
Thank you. I give the floor to the Honourable Balmindra Singh.
Thank you, Madam. My question is directed to the Minister for ensuring of accuracy, transparency and consumer confidence. Does the department certify water meters? Thank you, Madam.
Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, in 2011, Cabinet endorsed the Department of National Trade Measurement and Standards to undertake testing and certification of water meters, which naturally disqualifies the Water Authority of Fiji from doing that. This decision was to allow an independent, competent agency to undertake the verification and thus ensuring accuracy, Madam Speaker, transparency and consumer confidence, and minimizing wastage and loss, and to create economic efficiency, as it allowed the Water Authority to concentrate on its actual core responsibility, Madam Speaker. But to be just a little bit further, Madam Speaker, the department has actually acquired a new water meter test bench, which as I speak is being installed, and officers will be trained from Monday, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. I now give the floor to the Honourable Anna Bande to ask you a supplementary question.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I believe the department has been conducting the testing of FEA test bench, which certifies all FEA meters used by consumers in Fiji. My question is, why the Ministry is using a low accuracy instrument to test that test bench for FEA, and what guarantee the consumers that they are using the competent meters for their household? Thank you.
Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, anything and everything that is done at the Department of Standards is competent in accordance with our rules and regulations. And as I said earlier, we are currently in the process of review, and a lot is being done to even make the standards even better.